Good morning. Today is Wednesday, August 29th, 2018. The time is 4:35 a.m. Pacific time. And we will start with the news, as I usually do. As we all know, Senator John McCain, passed away Saturday. However, since his passing, not only has our president been on the attack of his character, but so has the rumors going back to his days as a pilot in the military. Things that have been proven to be false seems to have come back up over and over again. For example, claims that he hid the fact that he accidentally killed 134 American sailors, which has proven to be false, but yet people, and certain people keep insisting it's true, citing different stories from the Post, which was taken out of context. So yeah, it seems even in death, John McCain cannot find peace. It's kind of sad. The man served his country in the military and as a representative of Arizona for so many years. The way I see it, let the man finally rest. Now, let's see. Unfortunately, Trump seems to always be in the news. Some of the things that but some of the things that really bother me is in a dinner last night with evangelists, Trump warned of violence if the Republican Party loses the midterm elections. He cites basically stating that that if the Antifa, a collection of anti-fascist groups who regularly stage counter-protests against white supremacists and neo-Nazis, have emerged as an effective boogeyman for the segment of the U.S. right wing, so to speak. So yeah, they're saying that if the Republican Party loses the election, it's a scare tactic and it's false. It's basically trying to scare Americans into not voting against the Republican Party. In my opinion, it's a desperate move. There's no evidence showing that there will be violence. It's basically Trump telling the evangelists to get people to support us. Now, there's supposed to be separation between church and state. So the fact that he's trying to get these evangelists, which have over 400 million viewers, estimated 400 million viewers, I think is pretty troubling. And the fact that he did so on the taxpayer's dime. That, to me, is very troubling. So, yeah, this man has no conscience. He will say anything to win. He knows how much. He knows what's riding on this election. Basically, if he loses the midterm, if the Republicans lose the midterm elections, he very well could face impeachment proceedings. And that's what he's concerned about. He's not concerned about the Republican Party. He's concerned about his own position. In other news, Trump yet again, without evidence, blames China for hacking Clinton's email. So what started out as evidence by the DOJ and FBI, Department of Justice, DOJ, as having proof that Russia was behind it. Now Trump is accusing China of hacking Hillary Clinton's private email service. So, I don't know what he's trying to do. It seems like he's really trying to tick China off, which, in my opinion, really isn't a good idea. Most Americans don't really pay attention to politics as much as they should. They basically listen to their favorite broadcast, Fox or NBC, depending on which party you favor. But they don't really realize China, we owe so much money to China. If he insists on angering them, they could call in that debt. And since America doesn't have the money to pay that debt, they could call in collateral. Which, what do you think collateral would be? Only collateral this country has is land. So, yeah, China is in a very strong position as far as to compete against our military. It would be, I don't know, it would be difficult for us to really say, yes, we could win that kind of war. So it's up in the air. The technology, while the United States has been fighting a number of wars throughout the world, China has basically sat back, building up their military, improving their technology. And we already know they have the largest military in the world. So, yeah, I'm not sure if it's a really good idea to be taken off China. He's trying to start an economic war, which more likely China would win that. And now he's accusing, he's trying to take the blame off of Russia for hacking the emails and things like that, and put it on China with no evidence whatsoever. So anyone who still believes what this man spews out his mouth is just crazy. Now here's our new office getting into the game. I've switched this to our office. It's not. Yeah, see, we have our notebook over here. It's kind of tight quarters, but we've completely rearranged everything. And yeah, I know there's clipping involved, but hey, what can you do? And of course we have our closet. So let's go to our project, which is a house with uninvited guests. Now I wonder what kind of uninvited guests these could be. Well, we won't know because we have already gone through and gutted the house. We have gone and plastered the walls. So now we gotta figure out a floor plan. Now I kept pictures up, obviously. So this was the kitchen, but that doesn't mean we need to keep that the kitchen. This was a bathroom, but that doesn't mean we have to keep that as a bathroom. Ideally, I like to get 2 bedroom, 2 bath out of this house, and I think this house is large enough to make that happen. So now I need to try to get some inspiration and figure out how we want to set this house up. So yeah, we can kind of see where our walls were. We had a wall coming out this way. Boy, there's cracks. So, well, this doesn't show where this wall was. So, what I'm thinking of doing, making this a master bedroom over on this side, and adding a bathroom to it. Let me move the picture for now. Wonder if I can, there we go. Or just set it up there for now. I suppose we can go ahead and put a door on here. Since I haven't thought of exactly what I want to do quite yet. Now, as usual, I'm gonna try to put this in the room. There we go, as far as I can. And let's see, I guess I should set up the back door the same way. Wonder if I should go with the same door? Yeah, might as well. Too bad they don't have, well actually they do have a, you know, I wonder. Well, bummer. That comes out a little too far, doesn't it? Actually, so does that. Maybe sure I like what's going on here. Why won't that match up? I might have to, yeah, see, look at, that's not matching up, is it? Damn. Now wait, maybe this is a problem. Let me move that just to be safe. Just to make sure. Okay, let's see. Now, does that line up better? No, it still doesn't. So am I gonna have to put, why doesn't this back door line up? I wonder if I'm gonna have to build this in a little. I am concerned about this, obviously. This will work better, but you know, it looks like we might be able to, let me see. Let me see if I take this wall out now, if it, I think that might be a little too far in. Yeah, see, look at that, that's not good. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try something else. I noticed something when I was building this. For some reason, with that wall up, I can put this further back. I'm not sure why. There we go. Yeah, it's a little different. But hey, we're going for different. Okay, so that's our, okay. That's what it's all about. So let me see. If I wanted to put a restroom in here, I'm trying to figure out how I would do so. So let me see. We are going to wow, this is gonna be a huge bedroom. Yeah, I might have to rethink my design, to be honest. I wonder if this has enough room to actually okay, I wonder if this has enough room for not only a bed, but maybe I should. Okay. Maybe I should add the bed and everything. Well, we do have a skill already. Okay. Faster building. And another thing, as far as kind of related to housing, the tax that Trump changed that he said would help the housing market has really not done anything to help the market whatsoever. And there's no evidence that shows that the market has been helped. Okay, so I'm gonna put a bed in here. I think that's the best way to go, is start by putting a bed in. I don't like these because the blankets hanging off of the bed kind of space taken, which is unfortunate. Okay, so there's probably not the best. Okay. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna see how much space the bed needs, and then build the wall. And that's what I should have did from the beginning. So let's tear down this wall. Obviously, the other wall is gonna stay. Okay. There we go. Okay. So. Now, I know I wanted that wall to be there. So, we're gonna do our best. Set up the master bedroom. This is obviously the master bed. And let's see. That way we can sort of set up a system. I'm just not sure what kind of system I want to set up. And we might change our mind about how to set this up. Because the way this wall is going, what? This needs more plaster work. Not really sure what. I don't see a hole in the wall. Okay. That's interesting. Considering I didn't see anything filled up. I'm really struggling to find this wall is closer. This window is closer, so I might put the master there. Let me see. Let me change. Let me put this over here a second. know this is kind of a backwards way of doing things, but sometimes you have to kind of work from, sometimes you do have to work backwards, so to speak. So let me see how this would work. Well, actually, I don't need to move everything. Okay, that might work a little better. Let me just try that. Okay. So, my idea is to wonder if I should build it from the inside of the room out. Okay, what happened to it? Where'd the wall go? Did it? Oh man. I moved it. I switched to a half wall. Let me see. Do we want it there or? Let me see. Can I walk? Yeah, I can walk. Okay, so how far over do we want it? Okay. Now, here's... Now this is gonna be a little strange. Of course, anyone who knows my designs, they do begin quite strange. Which, that's okay. Okay. Yeah, I have no problem being considered strange. Okay, so where do I want my door? For now, I'm just gonna put something over here. I don't know where I'm gonna decide on my doorway. Probably not here, but I just need some way to get in there for now. There we go. Okay, let's let it break up. There we go. That's gonna be a little tight, isn't it? See, we just need to think kind of outside the box, so to speak. Shower system. I'm not sure this is gonna fit. Is that gonna even fit? Yes, I'm sure people are saying, what the heck is he doing? I think that's gonna fall a little short. And see, if I think they really need to rethink how this, because see, yeah, see, it doesn't lay out properly. Okay, so that's not gonna be wide enough. And we're right up against a window here, and we're right up against a window on this side. Okay, well, let's see. And yeah, anyone who knows me, like I've already warned, knows that I do think, hey, how you doing? Frames are low. Frames on my end, yeah, they're about 48 to 50. You just woke up. Boy, you slept in late. Hasn't school began for you yet? Okay, that should fit. Yeah, the frames, they're 49 to 50. I mean, they're well within. And on my end, the stream seems, of course, I'm watching on Twitch right now. That looks like it's going to be too far over. Darn it. They really need to fix this. Oh well, okay, I take it back. It looked like it was going to be too far over. No, it's not my internet. I've got a good ping. I've got 1 gigabit up and downstream. And the ping to YouTube is very good. So yeah, I don't think it's my connection. Of course, that said, since this is having to go to Restream.io and then out to the others. See, it goes to Restream.io, then it rebroadcasts out to Twitter or Twitch, sorry, and YouTube. So it might. Let me look. I'm trying to look at this. Oh, you haven't been located. Wow. You haven't been. So, when you move, yeah, I'm trying to look at this. Maybe I should switch over to, let me switch over to YouTube. Hold on. I have to, I'm going to start the building again. Okay, I'm over on. Whoa, that's different. I did not end the, how much did my rig cost? Well, we basically put it together ourselves. I would say, if I had to guess, wait, how come this shows red? This isn't complete. I would have to say probably about 3,500 to 4,000 if I had to guess. Since Young had to take this apart and redo it because it's showing red. And like I said, you just have to remember that I basically ordered the parts I wanted separately. I did not buy a already built system. I prefer to choose my parts myself, since there's every system I looked at that was pre-built. There were pieces of hardware in it that I just did not care for. So yeah, I ordered, the only thing I had from my old system is the case, which is a full tower. And that's key with high-end gaming systems, in my opinion. You want a large case. If you have a small case, yeah, frame rate's about 50 to 56 right now. Anyways, if you have a small case, you're gonna have more problems with heat issues. So I have a full-size tower, and it's actually a extended extended ATX motherboard support. Okay, so yeah, I got plenty of room in this thing. Have a 1500 watt power supply as well. I'm gonna pre-order that new NVIDIA RTX 2080 Ti video card. Unfortunately, the quality of the video card won't really be seen by those on the internet in my stream, since this I'm not sure, maybe YouTube, maybe on YouTube it'll work, but not sure about Twitch as far as 4K. I believe YouTube supports 4K. Okay, got a shower. I'm trying to figure out how I want to set this up. Let me see. But I can't tell you if I had built everything up from scratch. In other words, if I had to order new hard drives, new everything, it would have cost quite a bit more. But I used my old video card, which is a 1080 Ti. That saved me money. So every little bit helps. I'm going to start adding different games into my rotation, so to speak. Okay, let's see. How do I want to set this up? Okay, so then let me turn around. Whoa, why is the color getting, oh, because it's the dust particles, I'm assuming. Okay. Okay, let's see. Trying to figure out, I guess I'll take this side out. There we go. Okay, that should be large enough for a door. Boy, I hate how long it takes for the doors to be removed. because I do a lot of alpha beta testing, and because when I build a system, I built my systems to last at least 3 to 4 years. So right now I will be adding a new video card in, but my CPU, my RAM, and all that should be good for 4 to 6 years in the gaming world. It should work fine for that long. You never want to pour money into a system that's gonna allow you to barely play the games these days. And except for the video card. The video card, you usually have to update more often than the CPU, motherboard, stuff like that. But as far as the motherboard and things like that, you always want to try to invest as much as you can. That way you don't have to continuously upgrade every 2 years or 3 years. When I do upgrades, they last me CPU and memory and all that wise, last me a good 4 to 6 years. So, I could have went for i5 as you suggested, but then 2 years from now, I'm going to have to pour money into it again. So it's going to end up costing me more than what I paid over a 4 to 6 year period, going the route you're suggesting, as opposed to spending a little more money now, getting something higher end that lasts 2 or 3 times as long. Games are just the technology, the requirement that games require now, CPU wise, every year it gets to unreal levels. And with these new video cards that are coming out, it's really changing. Now, how am I gonna get a sync in here? So yeah, like I've said before, I've been in the computer world since the 70s, and I've seen how, by now I pretty much know, approximately how long a system is gonna last. And my experience tells me that the CPU that I went with should last me about 5-6 years before it's to the point where it's struggling with the games that I want to play. Okay, now if I put this, I see a lot of people make that mistake. They buy a system that'll play the games today, and then I'll talk to them a year and a half, 2 years from now, from that point, and they're saying, man, I'm having to buy new stuff again. So yeah, I just prefer to avoid that just by, spending a little more money now, and getting something that will last a little longer. Okay, I'm not sure how this is gonna work. Okay, let me see. But I do understand, that there is another aspect to this. a lot of it, everyone has their own budget. Some people don't want to wait till they save up, or they can't wait to save up the little added, the little extra money for, okay, let's try that one. For the higher end, they can't wait, or they don't want to wait. There's two different, sides to that. So they end up, well, that's an ugly toilet. Oh well, it is what it is. Okay, let me see. So yeah, there's that aspect too. There's no right or wrong way. I'm just saying, for me, I don't like building systems. Obviously I have to have my wife's help to build them. And we're gonna go for small sink. But it's a pain in the butt. When I was younger, it was pretty cool. Building our own systems. Now it's more of a chore. It's like, oh God, I have to do that again. So yeah, that's another aspect of it too. How often do you want to be putting a new system together? That's the other part of the equation. And as you get older, the answer is, I don't want to be messing with this. But yeah, I'm estimating that CPU will definitely last me 5 to 6 years. Obviously, I'll have to upgrade my GPU a few times to keep up with the latest games, if I do want to keep up with them. The main reason I'm going with the new, I'm waiting to pre-order. Uh-oh. Ooh. Yeah, and 8 gigs right now will allow you to play most games. But let's look at Battlefield 5 that's coming out. And it depends what kind of games you want to play too. That has a big, that's a big factor towards, what kind of system you're gonna want or need. So 8 gigs, some games you're not gonna do too well with 8 gigs. Now, if memory serves me well, you like the driving simulators, like a Euro Truck, American Truck Sim, which I enjoy those as well. 8 gigs should serve you pretty well on that. So it's, a lot of it just depends what kind of games you want to play. And, I beta test, alpha test for a lot of companies, not only gaming companies, different software as well. So I have to make sure my system can run. There we go. Hopefully there we go. But yeah, I have to make sure, not just for gaming, I have to make sure my system will run well for a lot of different things. And a lot of the things I have, it also depends on the equipment you have. Like I have one 3.5-inch screen, one 2.8-inch screen that feeds me information as well as far as my CPU, my GPU, the temperatures, the memory usage, internet, uh, uh, connection quality, ping, all these other things. And every little program you run takes up part of your RAM. So that's another reason I have more RAM installed than I need right now as well, because I am running a lot of other software. Okay, I'm not sure I'm liking this, but let me finish this idea before I completely knock it. And I also have simulators and first person. Yeah, see, I like simulators, first person shooters. Battlefield. I'm not sure about. Battlefield 2 was my least favorite. I like Battlefield 4, or Battlefield 1 rather. A lot of people complain because there are a lot of bolt action rifle and stuff like that. But I actually like that. And I'm really looking forward to Battlefield 5. However, they're implementing new technology in that game that requires the use of the newer video cards to access the new enhancements. So yeah, like everything, it's upgrade. To keep up, you have to upgrade. And a few other programs I use are gonna require those enhanced video video cards as well. So kind of stuck doing that from my end. The thing that really stinks about the new video card is for the one I want, which has the 11 gigabytes of RAM, they don't have a price for it yet. I can't even pre-order it yet. So I've already talked to GeForce, or NVIDIA rather, and since I do a lot of testing for them, they're gonna send it to me free of charge once they get them in. And of course, the understanding is with these companies is, by them sending you stuff, that doesn't mean that you're gonna automatically say, oh, this is a great card, or oh, this is a great piece of hardware. They know that those that they partner with, and this is a new partnership that should begin here soon. They know that, okay, I need to put that they're not buying loyalty. And I've been working with them on accessibility issues for a while, as well as Samsung, Asus. So Asus is said that they are coming out with a new motherboard that they might send me. Just not sure. I'm not sure I really want to do that, to be honest. That means completely rebuilding my system again, and it's a little early for that. Yeah, I know it's free, but still, it's no one's gonna put it together for me, so my wife has to do all the work. Man, that seems like it's far out there. I think I'm standing in the toilet. Okay, I'm not gonna put the closet picture in yet. I need to paint the walls. I'm not sure I like this. So yeah, I'm becoming partners with companies not because of my streaming, but because of um, what I do as far as accessibility for disabled people. Yeah, as a disabled person myself, I kind of know what people are looking for. I mean, right now my whole house is becoming fully automated. I can tell the device to open the front door for me, unlock the front door, stuff like that. And part of that was offered to me by Amazon. So, but that's taken many years, and I'm actually working with Amazon on a new exciting project to bring accessibility issues to the market through Amazon at a lower cost. Right now, if someone wants something to open the blinds or open a window, which a lot of disabled people cannot do, it's considered medical equipment, and the cost of that stuff is through the roof. My wheelchair, that is 10 years old now, cost $36,000. And you know, the wheelchair didn't cost a fraction of that to build. So, working with Amazon to try to bring some medical equipment or medical use devices to the public at a lower cost. Okay, what do I want to? Man, even though I have these new tile, I get tired of the tile. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put a white foundation. But as far as your situation, with school and moving, let's say I have a 42. You can or you can't fix the overscan. I'm assuming that you're saying you can't fix, or did you mean to put can? I'm not trying to assume. I don't like assuming what people say, so I'm just trying to make sure. Another thing I like about the new monitors of new video cards, yeah, you got me thinking TVs, is the new monitors have 3 display ports. Not sure 3 display ports and HDMI port. So I will be able to connect. I have 3 monitors right now, a 32-inch Acer Predator, the Acer Predator, which is a G-Sync. I have 2 24-inch 4K monitors, and I want to hook up the 29-inch QLED TV over where my steering wheel is going to end up being. But yeah, I could, in theory, hook 2 of these monitors up daisy chain, which is if the monitor has a display port out, you can go from the video card to DisplayPort in, and then you put another DisplayPort cable on the output of that monitor and take it to the input of the next monitor, and the video card should see it as two monitors. So I could in theory do it that way. Okay. I guess that looks okay. Not really a big fan of. Don't like this one. I wish they offered these in different colors. Okay. Wonder if that would be too dark or too light. We'll find out. But yeah, did you mean to put can or can't in that last? Because that can make that changes the entire meaning, obviously. And yeah, I know on this shower there's another door, but I don't know of many showers that have two doors. Hopefully this is enough to go around. Am I gonna be able to reach that? Oh, okay, I guess so. Good. Not sure I like that. It might be a little dark. But, you know, my only problem with, I love first-person shooter games. My only problem with first-person shooters is multiplayer. There's so many people who cheat. And I don't care if you're on PC or console. People think that console play is cheat-proof. It's not. You know, consoles are still computers. You can cheat on a console as well. So, it kind of takes the fun out of it for me. It's like, I really get annoyed with people that cheating in the games. It's like people don't want to use their own skill. They basically just, want to cheat and make it look like they have skill. This is just so weird. But we'll give it a try. It is showing up as a bathroom, so there's that. Just don't let anyone in the bedroom when you go into the bathroom. A lot of the bathrooms here in the States are they're not this open to the bedroom, but a lot of them don't have doorways any longer in the master. They're kind of an open entrance from the bedroom. Okay, so I think these are, yeah, see, these are all painted, pre-painted, so that's all good. I could call up a tech shop. For what? from my monitor setup. No, I would just give an. Well, I don't. Wait, you said, oh, you have a TV, so that won't work. That's right, it's a 42-inch TV. You actually did a better thing. Yeah, you're probably referring to the DisplayPort issue. Yeah, I mistook. I thought you had a 42-inch monitor, which would have been a lot of money. I would love a 42-inch monitor, but I think you're better off just buying, like you did, a 42-inch TV, 4K TV, with a 60. You at least want a 60 hertz refresh minimum. Ideally, I mean, TVs these days you can get with the 120 refresh, which is even better. But as long as you get like a 60 refresh, you're fine. Okay, oh, I want to put lights in the mirror. Yeah, it's like, I don't think I've needed tech services in a long time. Matter of fact, I used to work as a tech. It's just not something I really have the patience for anymore. I used to work tech support as well for an internet company, and before I became a system admin for that company. And oh man, some of the things people call about. Oh wait, that's right. Set. There we go. These are on sensors as soon as you leave the room. Okay. But yeah, some of the people are so, I tell you. Some of the problems were people literally didn't have their computer plugged into the wall. It's like you say, it won't turn on. Well, have you checked the power? You know, is it plugged in? What do you mean plugged in? Is it plugged into the wall? Oh, you have to plug it into the wall? It's like, duh. It's like, do you still, it's moments like that, you feel like saying, do you still have the box to your computer? Yeah. Okay, here's what you can do. Okay. Here's what you do. You put your computer back in the box. Okay. You take it back to where you bought it. Okay, I'll do that. You tell them you're too stupid to use it. Naturally, I never told someone that on the phone or in person, but yeah, after you're done talking to them, you know, turn to your. I would turn to my friend who has worked at the same company, and I'd say, "Do you have the box?" And yeah, he would know exactly what I was referring to. Had one of those weird callers. I used to teach computer classes as well, and there was only one case where I basically refunded this lady's money. I did private classes, but she could not, for the life of her, understand how to use a mouse. Every week when I went over, I had to show her how to use her mouse. And I finally got to the point, I said, no disrespect, but here's your money. I really can't take your money. And I couldn't. I wouldn't have felt right doing so. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm liking how this is coming out, but I can't really center this because I can't really get under it to see. Actually, I can see that that needs over a little. You know what? I'm gonna sell this. I don't like that light. I use this one. Oh, I use this one this time. Okay. Well, I guess I turned it off. There we go. I think this is the smallest restroom I've ever done. Okay, sensors are working. Yeah, that is tiny. I might have to take that closet out. Wow. Well, before I paint, let me see. Let me get some other stuff done. Okay, I can put another bedroom here. Should be able to fit a twin bed. Boy, this bed looks like something you would be finding at oh, come on. I really wish they would have set this up for mods. Yeah, the other was the master bedroom. But yeah, in my opinion, they really missed the mark by not embracing the mod community. Had they really putting a computer together, okay. Now is that the computer you got off of eBay, or are you working on another computer now? Okay, let's see. So we're going to, yeah, because I know you said the computer you got off of eBay you were having difficulty with. Wait, you're pretty sure one of your things is 240 hertz. Well, what, your TV or your monitor? Because I'm not sure 240. I'm not sure if you're referring to a monitor display or what. Oh wait, let me do my wall. Yeah, because I'm not sure. Not sure if 240 is doable. Unless you have one heck of a monitor. I know it. No, I know for certain a TV won't. Yeah, I was gonna say. TVs generally you might get 120 maximum, but also on a HDMI, I think HDMI is only capable of 60 maximum. Now the new HDMI, B, I believe. I think you can get. Let's see. I might move this over a little. Yeah, I think I'll move this over. Now, some of the higher end TVs, do you say they can do 240? And my problem with that claim is, even if you find the HDMI cable that can support that, which I don't even think exists, most equipment that you would hook up to it, satellite, cable, Blu-ray, don't support over 60 hertz. So yeah, if you spend all that money for something that's 240 hertz, you're basically getting robbed, in my opinion. Now, monitor-wise, my free sync I can get 120, 160 if I really fine tune things. But yeah, I'm not gonna get, even then can't get 240. Okay. So I could put a dresser. You know, I'll be able to put a few things in here. Let's get a radiator going in here. There we go. Suppose I should put a radiator in here as well. Okay. So probably put the kitchen here. Trying to figure out where I'm gonna put the main restroom. Okay. Let's see, where could I put? Huh. Is that gonna be too narrow? Yeah, it will be, darn it. Only way that would work is if I move this door over. No. Okay, if I move the door over I think two, I might be able to fit. Well, might. Oh, that was good. Okay, yeah, I can't. Well, no, actually, I can. Okay. Now watch, the mirror's gonna come down. Yeah. I think I saw the mirror come down, or slip down. Okay, so if I move this over two, okay, sounds good. Yeah, it's 6:09 a.m. here, so not quite ready for supper. Okay, I'm not sure. Not sure. I don't know. That kind of screws up the Now, am I gonna be able to pick this up? Nope. That goes. What do I mean? As far as time? Or what, you're referring to my comment about too early? On my side of the world? Is that what you're asking? There we go, got that. Now, hopefully by moving, hopefully by moving this over, I prefer that to be centered, but let's see if that gives me. Okay, yeah, you can get 240 hertz refresh rate, but if you look at the USB, the HDMI cables, look at what the cables are capable of. As far as because refresh is basically frames per second. It's sort of a gimmick to a certain extent. just gonna stick this over here for now. I'm gonna see if I can make this a guest bath. Yeah, you can't fully trust everything you see on Amazon as being the oh, well, if you're using VGA for your monitor, you'll be lucky to get 60 hertz, which is about 60 VGA, and HDMI maxes out at 60 frames, which the hertz, I'm not sure if you'll be, I mean, the TV probably can handle that, but what you send through, what you send through isn't going to come through at 240 hertz. But you were saying that you were building another system, I think. But you never answered my question as far as what happened to your eBay computer. Did you give up on your eBay computer? Okay, let me see. This might be large enough. I think this might be big enough for a guest bath. Crap. Okay, that's about... Okay, I don't want to build much more to that yet. Now, whoa, I thought I built it right up against it. Okay, wait. Now, do I want to put a tub in? Or, I think I'll put a tub in here. Okay, that might work. Oh, okay, that's... But is that your eBay, the system you got off eBay? You said you were building another computer. I was just trying to figure out, if you were setting up a new system. Let me see, will this go the right way? Wait, 1 minute, it won't. work. Okay, cool. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, actually, that'll make the gaming much better, in my opinion. Okay, what happened? Damn, what happened? Oh, come on. Really? Yeah, G2, I have, those are good steering wheels, especially for beginners. And obviously I'm not, or someone that doesn't really want to put the money into a high-end racer system. I know some people spend thousands of dollars just on there. Man, why can't I put this together? It won't highlight blue. But for for what I do, the G29, I have a G29 and a G290, or is it the Xbox version of it. You know what? I think this is too close to the wall. Damn it. I've had this problem a few times. Well, Well, you gotta remember, Euro Truck Simulator is, 4 or 5 years old? It's been out for some time, so the requirements are not too terribly demanding. Which are fortunate. Okay, now why won't this? So that's one good thing with Euro Truck, and since American Truck Sim is based on the same, they use the same system, the same platform for it. It works just fine as well. That's strange. Is it too close to the wall? Wow. I really hope they fix this. I'm gonna have to email the developer of this. They need to fix this problem, because based on what I've done here, this shows it would fit right there, but it doesn't. So let's go 2 over. Now, are you playing American Truck Sim and Euro Truck Sim beta version? Because the beta version allows you to purchase your own trailer now. Have you messed around with that any? Okay, I'm about to shoot this thing. Man, what is that? Hold your breath. Oh, you know what? I think I know what's going on. Crap. another bug. I think I'm trying to build the tub going through the wall. And that's why I can't see the blue highlight to build. But yeah, I've switched my Euro Truck and American Truck Sim over to the beta. What is it, 1.32 version of the game? Yep, that's what it was. Dang it. So, okay, let me move this back over. And you can purchase a trailer, customize the trailer, and use a single trailer to haul all of your goods. They finally added that after so many years of people almost begging for it. So, like if you have I have a kind of a metallic, actually it's kind of an orangish, but it kind of, it's one of those chameleon paint jobs on my truck. And I bought a reefer trailer and painted it to match the truck. So I can go, in the beta, I can go and find jobs that allows me to use my trailer for doing all that, which is pretty nice. My only thing right now is I don't have my, okay, there we go. I don't have my steering wheel set up yet. I don't have I'm out of video ports, basically. So I'm waiting for that new video card to come in so I can have 4 different connections. Okay. But yeah, once I might have to play the game to steer by mouse for now, which I really don't like, but I think I might start streaming the beta version of that game. Wow, I don't know about this tab now that I got it in here. I don't like how it curves outward. Okay, trash this one. Bye-bye. Let's get a regular tab. But yeah, I tell you, they've really done a good job. And how many of the DLCs do you have for your truck? Well, you don't necessarily need to own your own trailer. They just give you the option now. I mean, there's another market that you go to if you happen to own your own trailer. So yeah, you don't necessarily need to own a trailer or your own truck. You can do just quick jobs or whatever. So there's a lot of flexibility built into that. Okay, actually I like that better. Yeah, I stopped short of the Paint DLCs. I have a number of the Paint DLCs, but it just seems, I don't know. the mod community has created enough paint schemes to satisfy me. Okay, well, this is not gonna work. Now, why wouldn't the toilet work here? Well, crap. But yeah, I've got all the DRCs as well, except for the paint jobs. That I have a few. Now, why can I put this toilet so close to that tub, but I can't put it over here? Technically, it should fit here. Do I have to put that? I don't like having the door right up against another corner. See, in order for this to work, I would have to put the wall right there. And I'm not sure I like that. Yeah, the wall, well, let me just see. I just don't like that option, to be honest. But yeah, I'd say I think that's among one of my favorite games. Euro and American Truck Sim. Euro Truck Sim, I have over 1,000 hours easy on that. I have a chair. Now, yeah, I mean, once I get my steering wheel, the TV set up, I still have to use my hand to use the pedals. So it's a little challenging, but, the way I see it is if you want to play something bad enough, you're willing, you're willing to do about anything. And I wanted to play Truck Sim with a steering wheel bad enough to make it. Yeah, see, that's, fortunately with the den I have now, I've got a lot more space. So, we're going to have the steering wheel set up permanently on another desk kind of behind me. And I'll have the TV over there. I'll have to have a USB cable going over there to extend the reach. So yeah, I'll be able to play more frequently. Right at the apartment, I had to have my wife, set up the steering wheel and then take the steering wheel down. It's a pain in the butt. Since I can't do it myself. So yeah, I'm sure that'll make her happy. I just have to be patient till I get it set up. Okay, so maybe I could put the sink there. But yeah, I think I probably will play at least American Truck Sim next couple days. Let's see if that's good enough. Even though I have to use the mouse steering for now. I've been playing it off stream. I just don't like how, I really don't like driving with the mouse. But for now, it's all I got. So, like I said, if you want to play something bad enough, you know, you'll make the compromise. I guess I could have moved it over. I have trouble with, the thing is for me to use the Xbox One controller, which is what I use for playing Gold Rush, I have to back away from the desk to put the controller on my lap. And Truck Sim, Euro and American Truck Sim, as you know, has a lot of keyboard commands. So it's hard for me to reach my keyboard when I'm backed away from the... now, sometimes I play multiplayer. I would never play multiplayer while streaming, though. I've seen a few people try that, and yeah, they regret their decision. Wait, no, if I put it there and I can't have a mirror. There we go. Put it. Actually, wait. Put it over here. There we go. But I do play multiplayer off stream. Yeah, there's some, most of the people there are really nice, but, you know, like with everything, you've got jerks that just want to ruin the experience for others. And if they know you're streaming, they get even worse. You know, that fortunately the community is good about policing. You know, if they have someone that's driving on the wrong side intentionally, they will ban them. But, you know, those who want to cause trouble will do anything to, you know, reach their goal. You know, they'll make multiple accounts, you know, whatever they need to do. If they can find a way to ruin other people's experience with the game, they're gonna do it. Yeah, if I do decide to stream or even record and post it, you know, now that I'm on YouTube, I could record, but I would definitely make a new account just for streaming or just for putting online. I don't know, I just don't have much faith in people's... well, it's not that I don't have faith in people's intentions. I've just seen a lot of people just, I don't know, that they get a cheap thrill of ruining other people's gameplay. And I just can't stand that. That's terrible, in my opinion. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely start playing more of both Euro Truck and American Truck. I've got so many hours in them. I'll probably start a new career. The only concern I have is with the beta. I'm not sure if they're going to, if I'll be able to save my progress once the beta goes live, But you know, in the past they've done a good job at making sure people don't say that they don't lose their progress. So it's a good company. It really is. They've really put a lot of attention, and I am so glad they decided with American Trucks to expand the map, or to rescale the map. I'm sorry, because the way it was scaled originally, it was just so unrealistic. You know, American Truck. You know, where you start. You know, that's my home state, and going from Fresno to Bakersfield, you know, and obviously Fresno Wolf. I live in Fresno. You know, it takes a while. In the game, it was just taking it was too quick. Wow, why can't I get this to line up? So the best thing they could have done for the game is to rescale the map. I think it's really helped the balance of the game. Yeah, just talking about it makes me want to go play. And I love those kind of games where you just think about the game and you're just itching to play it. But yeah, it is challenging driving with the mouse. I'm sure I could make a video of a lot of blunders. I just tell people I'm driving like people in California drive. People in Fresno, I swear, I don't think they know how to drive. It's pretty sad. So, it's pretty sad. Yeah, and I actually have 2 Steam accounts. I've talked to. I know you can change your name on Steam, but there was a problem, so I've got 2 accounts now. Fortunately, they were nice enough to put my games that I had previously bought over. Man, why is that so high? Look at that. That switch is high. Man. Okay. Let me give this a floor. But yeah, I figured when I started streaming that I wanted to have a separate account for my stream. And yeah, I saw your request. I'll add you to, since that's my streaming account. And you know, that's something I think that Steam and Origin needs to make their systems more stream friendly, since there are so many people who stream now. Yeah, I think they need to make it so you can have attach a second name to your account. Now technically, I suppose I could have just did a family account and shared it. I guess I could have gone that route. Okay, so I'm gonna put some tile. But you know, these companies are starting to realize that streamers are making them quite a bit of money. Another fact, Microsoft paid a lot of streamers to stream that, what was it? Sea of Thieves. They actually paid streamers to stream that, just to get the number of people playing it up before it went live, before it was sold to the general public. A lot of people don't realize that. And so gaming companies, you know, some of the big companies like Microsoft, you know, offer money to the bigger streamers, and all of the companies offer free keys to certain streamers. I know a streamer I know that I've followed since they were just, you know, a tiny little, you know, 6 viewer stream. Yeah, now they've got companies offering them keys all the time. But I'm not sure if I like the idea of streamers being paid money to stream a game. I would think that would compromise their objectivity. Yeah, I sometimes I'll have 8, 9 viewers. Other times I have 0. You know, I don't do this. I'm not streaming to make money. I don't want to become a big streamer. I just stream just, you know, for part of it. Just to get over the, for lack of a better word, the shyness of speaking on the internet. That's partly why I never played multiplayer games before. You know, people would make fun of my speech impediment, which, you know, that's what people do. And, you know, in multiplayer games, people are even worse because they're trying to get under your skin and trying to make you screw up. You know, not everyone's like that. You know, you got a certain element out there that just wants to make life live in hell for anyone else playing a game. So, and then of course the cheating aspect to multiplayer also prevents me from playing multiplayer. But yeah, I just wanted to get used to talking on the internet, stuff like that. So I figured, what the heck. Forest mist. A young flower bud. That doesn't look like a flower bud. Delicate coca. Alright, coca, yeah. Natural beige. Dirty pink as opposed to clean pink. Yeah, I mean, you know, as long as you just take it with a grain of salt, it's like, I don't care if I get, you know, a lot of viewers. If I connect with a few people, then I've done something. Light cream. These names are just weird. But yeah, no. I'm concerned about Pi. I haven't seen Pi in here in a while, and she usually likes, especially this game. So I've tried, you know, I think this is probably the only day I'm going to stream this game this week because like I said, I want to bring a few other games on, I want to stream a few other games. I have well over 300 games in my library. Some of them are obviously old, but hey, some of the old games are good, are still relevant, still good. I saw someone the other day playing SWAT 4, which is a game that's really old. Man, what should I put in here? Let's go crazy. Yeah, let's do some ugly. This is gonna be funny. Oh, and it's supposed to be bright. What's bright about this? That's not so bright. It looks like orange juice that sat out too long. Jump on the tub. But yeah, I know a lot of people have come in here and said, "Why do you even bother streaming? You don't have a lot of followers." I say, "Well, it's not about the followers. It's not about how many viewers I have. Actually, I have on the Twitch side, I have more followers than I expected I would have had." Let's see. Oh, that's cool. So, wait, you're gonna work on a mod on 911 operator? Huh. I have that game. I didn't even know that had mods, see? That's cool though. I mean, that's the thing I really love about the internet is that it's possible to have friends and acquaintances from all around the world, which is something that early in my life wasn't even something, wouldn't have even been a concept. Okay, I'll have to check that out. I'm not sure I like this paint. Yuck. I think that's what costs me money in this game. I'm always trying different colors. No, I don't like that. That's crap. Next. Yeah, that was supposed to be sunny orange. They should have called it sunset orange. Laughing strawberry. Okay. So wait, you have sunny orange and sunny yellow. And there's some I'm really excited about some of the games that are coming out later this year. One game I really wish that they would come up with a date that's gonna come out is U-Boat. That game seems like it'd be a lot of fun. At least to me. between, I mean, my thing is that, you know, I stream in the mornings and then I do my advocacy work. I just, from January through June, my advocacy work, you know, I put in at least 40 hours a week. And then I counsel, you know, I help people with computer work, obviously. And then as a counselor for a couple or stuff like that, you know, my schedule's pretty busy. It would be kind of fun to make a mod or two, or just finding the time. Let me try light cream. Yeah, that's my main problem is time. It's like there's a lot of things I want to do, but there's not enough time in the day. Boy, that's almost white. Yeah, one thing I've learned not to do anymore is I used to help um, fix people's computers for free if they didn't have the money. And I had to figure out a better system because I was always swamped with people wanting me to do computer work. I'm not sure how you found my. I forget what game I was playing. It was probably it could. Oh, it was American Truck Sim. Yeah, it was American Truck Sim. And that's better than the orange, I think. Okay. This room is done. Oh wait, no, it's not done. There's no light. Let's see, what kind of light? I don't really like any of the hanging lamps or lights. None of them seem appropriate. They should change this name from halogen to LED because we don't use halogen recessed lights anymore in most of the United States. We use LED recessed lights, which work just as well at a fraction of the cost. Plus, halogen lights run quite hot. Yeah, it's one thing I really appreciate about the house we have now is we don't have any. We have a lot of recessed lights, and none of them are halogen. You know, I might move that one light towards the center. I don't. Man, I hate that. Every time we put a light in, it turns off the light. Yeah, let me move that towards the center more. Still not centered. Looks about right. Actually, I need a blind in here too. One thing I've noticed is seems like curtains are kind of out of style anymore. You don't see a lot of curtains these days, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Okay, so we need to carpet this room. I suppose put some, oh yeah, these are gonna take more than, I wonder if I could put a light up there instead. I mean, a curtain. Only thing is, well, that one I can't put a curtain, so now should put blinds. It would look too strange. So hopefully pi is okay. It's really unlike her not to make her round, so to speak. Yeah, I think I'm gonna switch games here after I get this house done. Oh, come on, really? So I'm gonna kind of speed things up. Since I got the basic plan of the house down, everything else should be fairly routine. But like I said, this is probably the only day I'm gonna play this. Yesterday I played Gold Rush. Had to start from the beginning of that game since I reinstalled my operating system, which I refer to as flushing the toilet. Since I do a lot of testing every 3 months, roughly every 3 months, I reinstall the operating system and start over. And I've referred to it for years as flushing the toilet on my OS. So I just didn't feel like trying to find a backup of the game. So I just started over, which, is not a bad thing if you think about it. And the reason I say that is because most of the people who stream games like Gold Rush now, they're so far into the game, they don't want to, show people how they started. So new people just getting introduced to the game, don't really know how. It's like, okay, how do you start your career? So it's kind of nice to start from the beginning every now and then. Another game that should be good is Farm Sim 19. That game so far, what I've seen, seems like it's gonna be a really nice game. Graphic detail seem far better than the past games. Okay, we'll do a Sleepy Blue in here. You know, I might have started painting before putting the blinds up. I don't know how that's gonna... I guess it's okay. But yeah, like I said, there's, you know, you got Hitman 2, you've got Tropicana 6, or Cana 6. Gosh, I think I have like 46 different games, and most of those are new games that are coming out. I think some of those games, however, are games my wife put on my system just as a gag. It's like, what's that game doing there? Yeah, I look at some of my games like, okay, what's that doing on my list? You know, one person I haven't seen in my stream in so long, which not too bad I suppose, is the Sporty Ron. Not sure what happened to him, but I think he was trying to hit on my wife. Yeah, maybe. I know some people stream that. Only thing with that is I knew of one case where someone streamed making a mod, and a person watching was copying the work as they were making it, and posted it before the streamer could, and took credit for it. So that was pretty dirty, but it happens. So yeah, if you're thinking about streaming, creating a mod, just keep that in mind, that your work could be stolen. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cheap. Boy, that's really narrow. But yeah, had I not seen that happen, I wouldn't have believed, you know, the person would have said, man, someone stole my, you know, I streamed it, and someone posted before I had time. You know, I wouldn't have believed it. I said, okay, yeah, whatever. Okay. So yeah, it's even doing that, you know, I think the big problem is that, like, it comes down to one key point. There's always someone that's out there that sets out to, well, the streamer did submit a complaint, and since it was on Steam, he submitted it to Steam and the company. Neither one of them wanted to take the time to watch the video. So, yeah, they didn't think it was worth their time. Basically, said, sorry for your loss, but maybe you shouldn't be streaming your creations. I guess if I were to do that, I would probably make a video of it and post it after I had already submitted it. But yeah, I thought that was pretty crappy. I mean, how low can how low does a person have to be to do something like that? I mean, that's pretty pathetic. But like I said, there's people out there. It goes back to my point. There's people out there that get great joy in ruining other people's experience. It's like, I will never understand, even though I fully know how people tick, so to speak. I will never understand, why people work so hard to ruin other people's fun. It's like, that's gotta be pretty low. Okay, I'm gonna paint all this kind of a beige color. So let me get rid of this. This will be a kitchen in here. Oh, I didn't finish this. Oops. Okay, let's put some. It's like every time I think I've seen humanity demonstrate the worst characteristic flaws, someone comes and shows a whole new level of just pure hate. I tell you, one group I would have loved to have been is Battlefield 1942. The group that made Desert Combat, I think, in DC, the basically the mod that turned a World War II simulator into like the Iraqi war. DICE. That group was called DICE. And I think most of us know DICE now as the ones that developed the Battlefield games. But yeah, they started out as a mod group. Oops. I didn't even notice that was the wrong way. So yeah, some mod groups really, if you work hard enough, this shows you how much success you can have. If you create a mod that becomes popular and it's well done, can end up beginning an entire career. Oh, I know that there's idiots in every country. Yeah, I don't think the U.S. has exclusivity to that. I know that for certain. But yeah, that would be kind of cool to be in a position where you create a mod that's just so fascinating, so great that everyone. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, Euro Truck Sim and American Truck Sim multiplayer is basically the same server, or the same service, just different servers. But you have the same people on both. Okay, what color do we want this? That kind of looks more green than blue. But yeah, it'd really be something to be a mod group that became a company in charge of making some of the day's more popular games. I mean, that's funny. And I knew some of the guys that started the Dice mod group. You know, they had no intention of becoming a business. They just wanted to add something to Battlefield 1942 because they were tired of playing World War II. Actually, one of the guys that was part of DICE, still is, I shouldn't say it was, still is, was a college roommate of mine years ago. So yeah, you know, if you know how to do mods and if you can do them well, all I can say is keep it up. Get yourself a couple people to collaborate on different projects. Yeah, we might be able to do that. Before I go on multiplayer, though, I definitely want to get my steering wheel set up. I don't think I would go on multiplayer with my mouse driving configuration. Because as much as I dislike other people ruining the experience for me, I don't want to do anything to ruin the experience for others. And I know for certain that driving with a mouse, yeah, it's not the best way to drive. And I don't want to create an accident that ruins someone else's experience. When I literally live by the motto, don't, treat others as you want to be treated. So, I don't want to be, I wouldn't want someone to go into a server, with the controls that didn't allow them full control of their vehicle at all times. I wouldn't appreciate someone doing that to me, so why would I do that to them? But yeah, I'll have it set up hopefully before too long. Didn't realize that moving was such a long-term ordeal. This looks like an Easter egg. Yeah, fortunately for me, when I get on the freeway with my trackball, I have a button that I can reduce the sensitivity. So I reduce the sensitivity so it's not all over the place. In the cities, you need to be able to turn faster. So, but yeah, I'll get it eventually. Okay, so that's done, that's done. Let me go ahead and paint all this and then furnish it. I did put a glass door in from the sauna. Eventually we'll be able to actually knock out the outer walls. Unfortunately, though, I think that might be another game altogether, because that would really require a huge change in the program. I mean, people don't realize just how difficult that is. I mean, think, if you knock a wall out, the game has to adjust the whole roof line. And the way this game is written right now, it doesn't have that capability. So yeah, that would mean a complete reworking of the game. So that might be in like House Flipper 2, I'm thinking, or something like that. It's just like with the Sims, Sims 3, Sims 4. Even in that game, when you build your walls out, the game can't adjust the roof line perfectly in all cases. I mean, it takes its best guess at it. So yeah, I don't think we're gonna see, I really doubt that we'll see them add the ability to expand houses in this version of the game. It'd definitely be nice, but yeah, considering the challenges to the coding, changing the code to allow that, well, you might as well just make a whole new game if you're doing that. I still think that they should have something where you can connect a hose to your can of paint. Like in real life. In real life, I would have a system where I have a hose going to like a 5-gallon can of paint or bucket of paint and feeding the paint to the roller through that hose. You know, it's interesting, when the Euro Truck Simulator first came out, I was like, oh, yeah, that's a nice little game, but I never expected it to become what it has. I mean, it's really so much traffic on this game. I'm not sure about if this game has a lot of traffic, unless you're being sarcastic, which I'm sure, yeah, it seems like that might be the case. It's got a following. This game definitely has potential. And I've said it before, and I think it deserves repeating. A lot of people buy games like Euro Truck Sim, yes. And when it first came out, like I'm saying, oh, it's a nice game. You know, never thought it would become what it has. I mean, it's really created a following. And, you know, I think the company didn't expect it to do as well as it has either. But there's been a lot of truck games before that failed. You had like American Truck Sim, 18 Wheels of Steel, all those. I mean, so many titles in that series alone. The problem with those is, you know, they weren't compatible with each other. They lacked a lot of features, and even, you know, the highly anticipated rig and roll. Everyone said, oh, I can't wait for that game to come out. And it was a good game, wasn't bad, but it didn't, the area of play in the game, in my opinion, was too limited. I think if they would have made a larger map, rig and roll may have been a far better game. But just the way they wrote the game, they didn't write it so you could add on to it easily. And of course, the biggest reason that Euro Truck Sim has such a huge following is because they embraced the mod community very early on. And I have said it before, and I will always repeat it. If you want a successful game, then you have to allow for your games to have mod capabilities. This game here, in my opinion, would have been far, far, far better had they, you know, said, okay, we're going to allow users to mod different furniture, different things like that. And had they done that, now I'm selling the paint before it goes empty, if you're wondering, just so I don't lose as much money. But yeah, had this game really embraced the mod community. People would have made furniture, they would have made doors, they would have made all kinds of things. And it would have, I think it would have been a different game than it's become. But I think this company was more focused on, well, if, you know, if we make this a mod-friendly game, then we reduce the ability to, to add DLCs later on. You know, what if we want to do a furniture DLC? You know, if the mod community gets involved, then they're gonna do that for free, whereas we would charge. Oh, you're playing multiplayer and someone just rammed into your trailer? Yeah, that sounds about right for multiplayer. What I hate is people, I've seen some people camp at destination cities. And they'll camp there just waiting for someone ending their trip. You know, you can pretty much tell when someone's coming to the end of their trip. You know, they don't usually go into a town unless they're getting ready to deliver. Anyways, they'll just kind of wait around the bigger cities, and when they see a truck coming into the city, they'll just go full speed into that truck, destroying the trailer. So all that, yeah, the whole trip is wasted, because, you know, if you get too much damage, obviously you don't get anything for your trailer. So yeah, that really gets me angry. And, you know, and they feed off of that too. You know, they want you to get mad. They want you to start, you know, cussing them out and all that. It's like they get their jollies off of it. Wow. Yeah. Hopefully it was a mistake, but it's really, I think it's kind of a hard argument to make that it was a mistake. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I didn't see you. Okay, so we'll put a kitchen here, put a dining room to sell the house. So let's go, where's kitchen? But yeah, I guess it really bothers me quite a bit, to be honest. Well, that's stupid. Let's see. Yeah, that's happened to me a number of times. Like, you know, you'll drive clear across the map, you know. Some of those trips are like, you know, 3-4 hours. If you get a really long trip. And you get towards the end and, you know, you're tired, you've been driving all that time. You just want to make your delivery, get paid for such a long trip. Some jerk decides, oh, hey, this could be fun. Bam. And what makes it worse is they start laughing. And then, and then they say, oh, you should have seen. It's like, dude, I was in the other vehicle. Oh, it was cool. Your truck flew in the air. The only thing I think streamers have going for them in cases like that is that they're actually recording the session so they can prove far easier, that something was done intentionally. So I suppose that's, really the best part, so to speak, is that since you are streaming, you got proof. And generally what I used to do when I did play multiplayer, I would record all my sessions anyways. Because it was just, it's a certainty, sadly. Yeah, that too. Let me see if I can. I've seen that happen as well. It's whoops. Like I said, it's all about people taking great joy out of ruining other people's fun. Hey, how you doing, Pi? Well, I'm glad you're doing okay. I'm just trying to do different things in the game. Well, that's not gonna fit. Okay, where's the Japanese or Japan one? These are usually thinner or narrower. Yeah, I hear you. I've had some challenges as well. We had a canceled, at least one canceled stream. Yeah, I knew that one would fit. I guess that's okay. Now, let's see. Yeah, health issues are never fun, obviously. There we go. Maybe I'll do one more. I think I'll do one of those half length. There we go. Did something different in this configure. Whoops. Not sure I like how I did this. I got a bathroom in here. Just put some lights, put a tub, sink, all that good stuff. This one is a little busy. This is the master closet. And we have a bathroom right as you enter. So wanted to do something different in there. And let's see. And then the guest bedroom. Decided to looks like an Easter egg. Haven't put any furniture in here yet. But turned this one bedroom, I think, well, might have had two, but now it's 2 bed, 2 bath. I could actually I just put pictures over here to save them while I was moving walls around. So, not sure what I'm gonna do as far as, I could potentially put a 3rd bedroom over here. Not sure, or office. And of course, I used the, glass door from the sauna for the back. I think I'll probably, how do I do this? Oh man, that's gonna be difficult. The only way we can divide this is using these silly walls. So, let's see. I'm noticing a little increase. It is fairly realistic compared to the increase you would expect to see from adding a master bath. A 2nd bathroom. No, wait, that's not gonna work. Crap. Well, no, actually, that might work. Have this as the living room. Let's see. Yeah, see, I hate putting dividers. I wish there was a different way I could divide rooms. I'll probably put a table in and living room seated over here. Okay. Okay, let's. But I have to say I have enjoyed being able to completely. Okay, that's weird. Being able to completely tear down all the walls inside and change the floor plan completely. Adding a second restroom and another bedroom or whatever really changes things. Okay, well, hey, thanks for stopping by and yeah, have fun driving. Don't let those other players online mess up your fun. I know they love doing that. Okay, so trying to figure out. Yeah, I'm starting to run out of steam, to be honest. Only been streaming a little over 3 hours, but yeah, I'm just, for some reason, don't have the energy that I usually have. Yeah, I think I canceled. Well, I know I canceled one stream just due to my pain. And just, yeah, I felt terrible. Run button. Yeah, I wanted to ask you, the picture of the cat that I saw, the gray cat, is that your cat or did you just find a picture? 'Cause that's a very nice, that's a beautiful looking cat. I had a chance years and years ago to adopt a gray cat, and I just wasn't ready. I was 19 years old, just wasn't ready, and that picture of the cat reminds me of that kitten. It was a gray cat about that color with gray eyes. The eyes almost matched the fur. And it was a very, very nice, beautiful cat. I kicked myself for not going through and adopting it. I just didn't feel like I was ready. Okay. Actually, I might want to move this. I figured since this was in the house already, just use the picture. So let me put the couch I'm not sure if I'm gonna need, if I'm gonna need to put things outside, or paint outside rather. Ew, yeah, I guess that is. Let me take a look outside the house. I forget if I need to. Oh, it's a brick house. Yeah. Yeah, definitely gonna want to paint that. Hmm. Now, my only problem with this is this gonna be too close to that door? And look, it disappeared. Yeah, you can put it up there. Oh, I didn't know you could click on it and turn it on and off. Okay. Learn something new every day. Yeah, they need to, like I said, they need to embrace the mod community. This game will be so much better. That's getting pretty close. I think everyone left me. I'm talking to myself again. Oh. Let me put a DVD, which now would be a Blu-ray. I don't think people buy DVD players anymore. I think they buy a Blu-ray. You might as well. Costs about the same. Okay. Now, put a coffee table. I'm gonna tell you one thing for certain. Streams seem to be more enjoyable when there's people to talk to. So today was fairly fun compared to some of my other streams lately. Oh, I think I hear the band at the high school. I think I hear the drummers practicing. It's not terribly loud, but you can hear the drum in the background. Yeah, I guess with football. Okay, I guess that's what makes a living room. Okay, I was trying to figure that out the other day. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't know if you heard me. I asked if the picture of the cat you have, if that's your cat or just if you found a picture. Oh well, that's off-centered. Oh well. Um, Reminds me of a cat that I could have adopted when I was 19 years old, but just wasn't. I just didn't feel like I was ready. It was a gray cat with the color of its eyes was almost the same color gray as the fur. Um, yeah, and I kicked myself for not adopting it. Very beautiful kitten. I just, yeah, 19 years old, I just wasn't ready. But yeah, that picture reminds me of that little kitten. You know, I wonder if I could put blinds and curtains. I know I have blinds in our living room, and you know, an afternoon sun. I think that's the only windows in our whole house that gets the afternoon hot sun, and it affects our viewing of TV. Oh wait, I couldn't put a curtain now because I put a dang wall up. Okay, so yeah, I like I said, I should have just adopted it. I just, you know, to me, adopting a pet, you know, is you know, something that you should take seriously. And I just wasn't sure I could afford it at the time, so I passed up on it. And about a year and a half later, I decided to adopt. But yeah, I'm sure it went to a good home. At least that's what I like to believe, so that's what I tell myself. Yeah, Christmas time and Easter time, you know, are 2 times a year that people adopt animals, and they don't put enough thought into, you know, the adoption, in my opinion. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to paint the whole outside. Okay, let me get something in here. Now, what's this? Oh, that's narrow. Now, I'm gonna have to go with something like this. But yeah, it's something that's, like I said, I wish I would have just gone ahead and adopted it. We're gonna wait at least a few months before we decide to get any animals. The worst thing possible would be to adopt. I'm not sure if she has or not. I don't think so. Um, I think she's been pretty tired, and rightfully so. But oh Okay, we'll go for brown. Now let's see. Yeah, she's just. We still got boxes everywhere. Well, not in the main living room, but our guest bedroom. Right now, well, if we wanted a guest, they have nowhere to sleep that bed. Well, I guess technically they do. There's a bed in there, but there's also lots of boxes too. So yeah, it's like one thing my wife's parents don't really understand is, she works all day, comes home, and makes dinner. Basically after that, it's time for bed. There's maybe a little time to rest, but not a lot. Oh, come on. No brown. Oh, let's see how that looks. That's not bad. So yeah, they keep, so no, have you done this or have you done this yet? It's like, no. Why is it telling me about the plaster? What does plaster have to do with a chair? Weird. That is just so weird. So yeah, I tell my wife not to let it bother her so much.